If you're sick of the lies and ready to know thyself, to love thyself, well then tune in to the Luv-A-Lution with your hosts, Amy and John Paul, where we speak all about truth, love, and freedom every Tuesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Studio A, right here on Revolution.radio. And remember, only you can free your mind control. Be a Luv-A-Lutionary.
Welcome to the Luv-A-Lution Show. We are a conscious family radio talk show, speaking truth, love, and freedom for all. Know thyself to love thyself. In this show, we'll be discussing topics such as how to free your mind control, higher conscious level, self-love and self-mastery, natural law, conscious parenting, social engineering, and off-gridding, along with much, much more. And now, the sacred feminine and sacred masculine, dynamic twin flame, Luv-A-Lutionary hosts, Amy and John Paul. Enjoy the show. Hey, all you beautiful beings out there, welcome to the Luv-A-Lution Show on Revolution.radio. You heard it right. My name is John Paul.
And I'm Amy.
And we got Angus and Sebastian, the fearsome, foursome, conscious family. Anyway, excited to bring you this transmission tonight. Hope you're well wherever you are. Warm in the north, cool in the south.
Thank you for stopping in. We're so happy you're here. We're grateful to be your hosts for the next hour. It's January 14th, 2024. And you guys, this
25.
is 25, sorry. And this is our 28th show. So I'm pretty excited. We've been going at it for 28 weeks.
28 weeks, except we took a 1 or 2 off, I think. Anyway, but yeah, we enjoy bringing you this transmission from the mountain of truth. We're living on the side of a mountain in the far east of the USA, the furthest easternmost point in the US, basically. And our neighbors in Canada, we can see the mountains there, and we love Canada. We had an amazing interview with our friend, Canadian from the North, Fred Gingrich, on our YouTube Truthcast BitChute channel. So we did that. Our 7th episode with Fred Gingrich. Check that out.
Yeah. We have a lot in common with Fred. We can relate on many levels.
Yeah.
We have children, and we're helping humanity lift the veil.
Yes, he's a conscious parent, content creator, amazing. He started the LiberCast. Check that out in French and English. He blasts out the truth, bilingual, and very unique individual, and we appreciate him. We had a great talk. Check that out. Thanks again, Fred. So tonight, we're going to be talking a lot about different things, of course. How knowing thyself, to love thyself, freeing your mind control. How do we do it? How do we love ourselves? Also, our website is Luv-A-Lution, LUVALUTION.net. Yeah, please check that out for anyone who wants to start researching, or anyone. We got over 70 plus content creators that have inspired us, truth warriors, truth seekers and speakers, we call them. And Yeah.
We have merch, you guys. Help rep our merch with us. Spread the truth of Luv-A-Lution. We're the creators of the Luv-A-Lution, which is the evolution within the individual. And then we can collectively see change, make change here. It's evolving towards self-love, self-mastery, raising our consciousness, raising our awareness, and becoming more moral people. Together, we can change this world for the better. Yes, we can. Your actions do matter.
Awesome.
So that's what we talk about over here, folks. And that's why we go over our lifestyle, because our daily actions are what changes the world. So, of course, we're going to tell you guys about what we do in our daily lives and what actions we take and why. So we know why we move, and that's hip hop. We move forward.
Yes, well said. Also, wow, I just had a brain fart there, but anyway.
Thanks, Rev Radio, for having us. Check out Revolution.radio and help donate, help support this wonderful platform. You guys, this is the #1 listener supported platform, and we appreciate it very much. Free speech, so important. We get videos taken down a lot on NaziTube and all over the place. So thank you, Rev Radio.
Yes, for providing this amazing platform, and everyone involved in the station has been amazing, and we enjoy bringing this to you, what we know, not what you believe, not what we believe, but what we know. And we have a special show. We're going to talk about a lot of ways to love yourself. We did a blog on our website. Check out our blogs, 40 ways to love yourself. We're going to go over some of those ways tonight. But I wanted to read a quote. So we don't do beliefs here. We know things, or we don't know things. We resonate with information. We discern, or we don't resonate with it.
We don't know, look it up. Yeah, we do the research. We're researchers. We look into things, and we take in the knowledge, turn it into wisdom by taking action.
Yeah, so don't believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Don't believe in anything simply because it's been spoken by many. And don't believe in anything simply because it's written in books. All right, folks, just because everyone's doing it doesn't make it right. Because everyone's doing it doesn't make it cool, moral, or the truth. All right, so we got to be strong leaders of our own Luv-A-Lution, so we could have a collective Luv-A-Lution, right? Starting our own journey, making that decision has to come from the individual, right? To care for truth towards that self-respect, self-responsibility, self-love.
Right, the self-respect is so important. That's looking at your actions and looking at your programs and changing and doing the right thing.
Yeah, becoming a better person every day, trying to improve yourself, to not compete with others and compare, because you'll be so comparison is the thief of joy. When we compare all day with our neighbor, our friends, our family, whoever, don't compare, because you'll be miserable. But to compete too, that's a low vibration, right? When we're competing with our neighbors, our family, our friends, that's a low vibration. We want to cooperate instead of compete, right?
And I just thought of something, honey, I wanted to add was what happens, I've realized, is when you're happy for others, for their success, you vibrate at a different frequency than when you're jealous, which means I don't have that. But once you're happy for them, you release a frequency that means, oh, I do have that, or I can have that. So that's just a thought there. I think that's a shift, you know.
Absolutely.
And don't compare yourself like your body to others, because your body is very unique and it doesn't have to look like everybody else. I see like people that were so unique looking, like in the movies, and then you see them now and they look just like everybody else with the blonde hair, the big lips, the fake, you know. Yeah. We all change our hair color to look identical. We're born unique, we die copies. And this is not healthy for thyself.
Yeah. Getting under the scalpel and cutting up your body because you don't like the way it looks is not loving yourself, folks. We got to get away from the medical mafia, right? Look in the mirror, get out in nature, get with yourself, get to solitude. And we got to start to love ourselves.
Yeah.
Our parents didn't do the great job, most of us, that we deserved. And we got to say, forgive them. They did the best. But then heal ourselves. We're responsible for healing ourselves.
And is the body functioning? Okay. Why do we focus on the look so hard when our body is a miraculous machine, takes care of you without you even having to think about it? So thank you, body, for walking around today and getting me through the day. It was wonderful. Not, oh my gosh, that flab there, I hate that part about me. No.
Yes.
We got to shift ourselves.
And back to my point was, don't compare to others, but compare with yourself. Compete with yourself and being your best self that you can. That's the turning that. The alchemist does that. Turns that. And how can I learn lessons from each experience and avoiding mistakes that others have made before you make them yourself too? That's a real true alchemist, right? Up on the third row of consciousness, the alchemist. You got the zombie, the artist, alchemist, and wizard. So anyway, we're having a ball tonight.
We're having a cup of coffee and getting real excited. So thank you guys for being here. We have some great ways to love yourself. And we're going to start with number 1. What's the first thing we have here?
Oh, the first one you want to start? Yeah.
Care for truth. You guys, we got to care for the truth. And that only comes with loving thyself. Okay, once we love ourselves, we want to align with the truth. We want to cause the least amount of harm here. We want to become aware of what's going on. That's when we love ourselves. Okay, number 2.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do them in order? I was going to just do them all over the place. But yeah, we can do them in order.
It just keeps us on track, I guess. We might, it doesn't matter.
So we got to apply the morality in one's life. Okay, so we apply morality in one's life with our behaviors and actions, right? Integrating what we know. Okay? So integrating is big. When we can integrate that knowledge aligning with natural laws, right? Like say if a hunter was hunting, then he learned about natural law and he said, I don't have the right to do that. So he changed his behavior. He'll stop hunting and wasting his time out in the cold woods, standing in a tree stand when he doesn't have the right to take that animal's life to begin with. And he makes that change, right? Good on that person, that guy or girl. And there, more and more now, I see women on the covers with big moose and deer. We live in the wood, so there's a lot of these magazines, hunting magazines, and it's inverting the true care of sacred feminine, where the women are finding it so cool to go out and kill animals and get on the covers of hunting magazines. It's really sick. Along with women's boxing, MMA, them just beating the crap out of each other. Yeah, it's so inverted and wrong in so many ways. Anyway, I digress there. So 3, we gotta research. Okay, ways to love yourself. Caring for that truth, research, learning things. We can't just be stagnant, right? Involuting. We can't involute. That's the opposite of evolution. Involution, where we just stay in that stagnation, no growth, no evolution of consciousness, no raising of vibration, right? Always question the answers. Okay, I was always questioning everything growing up. None of it made sense. The Catholic Church I was raised with, that nonsense, and just going to church every Sunday, very strict. And yeah, realizing as I got older, what's the Vatican got these 200-foot walls for, and what are they hiding? So anything takes place in secret, behind closed doors. They're most likely it's a dark, nefarious purpose. So number 5, sharing information with others. That's helping. That's part of loving yourself too, by sharing what you know with your fellow brother and sister out there to help their perceptions grow. They might not like it, but so what? The truth can't be unspoken once you do speak it, once you plant that seed. So what others think of you, right? Part of loving yourself, addressing the causal factor traumas in your life, mommy daddy issues. That's huge. Okay, if you had sibling issues, molestation, rape, all right, letting go and forgiving these people, even if no matter what, because you don't want to carry that emotional baggage with you. You don't even have to speak to them, but you can just let it go and say, I forgive them, and I moved on. So that's a big thing. We all have dramas and traumas from past, childhood, first 7 years, right?
And then also what I've learned in life is that people can only love us at their level of loving themselves. So if we expect them to love us the way we think they should, that's just not going to work out, right? They're only going to love us. They're only going to love you at their level of awareness of love. So you need to love thyself, love yourself, because don't expect others to do it for you, if that makes any sense. They can only love us at their level of love. And that's hard. That can be very hard because we want them to love us so bad. But, and I'm talking about our parents. In my situation, parents, they do the best they can with their awareness. But now it's time for us as adults to love ourselves the way we should have been loved, and how we deserve to be loved, right? So we need to love ourselves first, and then we can love others. Yes. But treat yourself like you would treat your most beloved partner, your most beloved friend.
Yes, and that's well said, honey. Yeah, it goes with being your best friend. You got to. If you don't love anyone, you got to start with yourself. Okay, or your pet, right? And
that's not narcissistic to truly care for yourself.
No, you got to. You can't do anything for anyone if you're not taking care of yourself. And I learned that the hard way over the years, being homeless out in California. Anyway, and down and out many times, forgetting to care for myself. And I was trying to help everyone else. And I got spread so thin, I had nothing left. And anyway.
Right, and we help people that don't need our help because really they have to help themselves, right? We want to be saviors. But what happens is these people don't learn and don't ever evolve.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It can become a crutch.
Yes, I was trying to be people's savior, absolutely. And then got caught up in that nonsense. And my cup was empty and I forgot. And then there I was. So when we cease to expect, we have everything. All right, that's a profound statement. That's right. Part of loving yourself.
Yeah, we're disappointed when we expect.
Yeah,
we can become.
Yeah, we set ourselves up exactly for the disappointment. Not caring what others think about you, that's loving yourself. Not giving a shit what anyone says, does, all right, or acts. Because
let them just talk about you, because it's going to be someone else tomorrow, right? They're going to talk about someone else. Mm-hmm. Whatever, it's you for the day, that's fine. But as long as you know yourself, it does not matter what other people think about you, because usually they're totally wrong, right? Yeah. Assumptions.
Yes, don't make assumptions. They make an ass out of you and me, and that's how you spell it. Assume me is to assume. So there's a little play on words there for you. Assuming leads to a lot of nonsense.
Sweetheart, can you pass me my
It's led to a lot of wars. Assuming these people have weapons of mass destruction, so we're gonna go bomb them for a while. Assuming these people are gonna kill us, so we'll go kill them first. A lot of assuming has taken place and create a lot of wars along with religion. But anyway,
I stopped assuming in my life. I try not to do that because I was usually wrong. And it was just a drama.
Yeah. And we are wrong. We got to ask questions. Don't assume. It's okay. There's no dumb questions, just dumb people that don't ask questions. So anyway.
I want to say a George Carlin quote right now. Never underestimate a group of stupid people. A big group of stupid people. George Carlin. I like that one.
That's true. That's government for you right there, yeah.
And order followers. Yeah, people that just go along to get along.
Yeah, shout out to Dan Arnold, our ex-order follower brother over there in the Cleveland.
We love you, Dan.
Yeah, love you. Big Luv-A-Lution.
We're grateful for you, Dan.
Yeah.
Keep spreading that truth wherever you go, brother.
Absolutely.
What are we on?
Also, number 9, forgiving yourself.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a tough one. We got to let go how we treated people. Maybe mistreated. Okay, we all done it, been there, felt horrible.
The mistakes, yeah.
Yeah, cry it out. It's good to cry. Don't forget. That's when we heal ourselves. I cried for almost 2 weeks straight on a weed farm in California, trimming. And it was amazing cleanse. That was my first awakening and epiphany, and my heart chakra opened. Anyway, so yeah, it's good to cry.
I was always told growing up, you cry too easy. You know, that was weak in our it's weak in our society to cry. We think it's weak when it's not weak, you guys. It's the opposite of weak. It's actually very brave to cry in front of others. So, you know, don't feel like you have to be on pills and numb yourself out like a robot because you cry too much. That's actually healthy, just like farting. Is healthy once in a while, just like crying. So
once in a while, well, the average person farts 14 times a day, so it's good to fart all you can because that's healthy.
Yeah, right? My grandpa, he used to say back in the day with horse and buggies, he said, you pick the horse that farts because that's going to be a healthy horse and you're not going to have any problems with a backed up horse.
Wow.
Nice farting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what else? Journaling, number 10. Journaling is huge. Okay. Starting a journal. I've done it for almost, I don't know, since I was 18. I'm 45, 30 years or so. And, it's amazing. It's helped me. You read your old journals and your old self talking, and man, you see the growth where you've come from and your conscious level and perceptions. And it's really good when you can't talk with anyone too, to just journal, get it out. You can be selfish, talk about anything, right? Say anything in there.
Yeah, I like to write poetry in my journal and draw. It doesn't have to be like writing, but it can be like poetry, drawing. You can do quotes. There's lots of ways to journal. It doesn't come just like in a box. It's not just one way. You can do whatever you want, whatever comes to mind. But sit there, enjoy yourself, and see what happens. You know, it's pretty fun to journal.
Yes, indeed. And you might feel like weird. You don't know what you're going to write about or draw. But then you feel great when you're done. And just, wow, it's like talking to somebody or just getting everything off of your chest. You feel a little bit lighter, right? Number 11, we got spending time in stillness and silence, right? Meditation comes to mind here, or in nature, or to do both. Get out in stillness and sit in the woods. That's an amazing peacefulness.
Right, the mind chatter can really get us into trouble. We can get distracted in the mind, and being in silence really can clear all that chatter. You get back to stillness, you get back to yourself, 0 point energy, and you can really focus. Hear things from your heart, your soul is trying to tell you, and get back to who you are, which is really, really important. We like stillness.
Nice. Hey, that goes with number 12. Listen to your heart, right? Soul. Prioritize the feminine principle, right, of that. Listening to your heart, going with your gut, your intuition, having compassion, right? These are all the right brain characteristics. That creativity, imagination.
Right, the soul is infinite, so if you put the priority on her, she's going to lead you to where you need to go, your path, and she knows where you need to go. So it's really important you check in with yourself, your soul. I felt her a few times. She felt like a ball of energy right behind my heart chakra, and I cried the first time I felt her. I was in the car. I was like, oh my God, it's you. Like, couldn't believe it. She felt like a butterfly. Like when you're pregnant, you feel the baby like a butterfly when you are probably like 20 weeks or so. That's exactly what it felt like, guys. And then I felt her another time. I went down to the mailbox one day here, and I felt her. It's a very high vibration. Our friend Guy, Idessa Guy, said you'll feel your soul. Once you do resonate with her at a soul level, you can feel her tingling. You can feel that energy all over your body, which I just felt it behind the heart chakra in my chest. But it was amazing. And I've seen death a bunch of times, and I've seen the soul like bouncing inside of the chest of a human. You know, I've seen the energy with it bouncing, it leaving the body. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, how did you see those?
Yeah, so I had a 104-year-old client with elderly care. So I'd go to their homes and I would assist them in all sorts of ways. And this gentleman was passing, and it was the night before he passed, and his granddaughter put her hand right on his chest, and he started, his chest like raised up and down, like the soul, and a bunch of times. And so we could feel the soul, and you know, it was bouncing. They say the soul escapes from the eyes too. I've heard that sometimes. But yeah, it's deep within the body, and it's also around us. Our souls can feel other beings. It knows, and it feels connection. So it's all around us, but it is deep within our body.
Wow. Yeah. She was spending the night at several, I think more than one person passed when you were...
Yeah, I think like four.
Yeah, wow. 4 people passed while she was on her night care, overnight care. And
yeah, death was not scary. It was more of a release, and it was it was like birth. It was just leaving this dimension, I guess you could say. But
yeah,
it wasn't. Yeah,
it was lifted off the person almost.
Yeah, it was a release, and it was beautiful. Wow. I thought.
Yeah, that's amazing. Not many I've seen people just pass like that. Yeah. Anyway, number 13, letting go of shame and guilt. Those 2 bastards. So we carry those around with us like huge, heavy bags, all right? Our society wants to shame, blame, and guilt us about everything, and keep us thinking small.
And self-hatred.
Yeah, self-loathing, exactly, which most of us are usually in, right? When we harm animals or harm anyone else, we're in that self-hatred, projecting that outward.
And the guilt comes from the past, right? A lot of the past holding us back.
Or just being guilty or feeling guilty at how you treated people. Maybe in the past, we got to let go of that. We weren't maybe at our best then, and we got to be like, that kind of goes with forgiving yourself, from your past mistakes, past mistreating of others.
Yeah, we've all made mistakes, and even people that have done terrible things, even them, they should be able to let that go and
absolutely
move on. So
we got 14 here, the attitude of gratitude, right? Being thankful for all the little things in your life and the big stuff, having air in your lungs and being above ground, right?
And even like you said, little things that'll help you get out of the depression.
Yeah, your toothbrush or a nice hot shower. Being thankful for these things. Mm-hmm. We just got out of a deep thaw and our pipes were frozen for a while, and we couldn't shower when we wanted, and now we can. And man, a nice hot shower, changes your attitude.
And then you're not a crap magnet, because we become crap magnets, right? When we're in that low vibration, life sucks, man, this ain't going to get any better. And so we become our worst enemy instead of being grateful. When we have gratitude, you guys, it just shifts everything. It shifts our vibration. It puts us in a good state of mind. Then the universe can give us what we want by saying, okay, I'll give you more of that then. And that's how it works. We're turning into wizards here, right? We're learning how to manifest. And that's a big part of the Luv-A-Lution as well, is learning how to manifest.
Absolutely. Well said, honey. 15 is hanging with animals. We got our sweet cats. We love cats. We love all animals, of course, but we have 2 cats. And we love our feline friends. Dogs, cats, birds, fish, anything, whatever you got. We love it. And
we got animals. They have the spark of divine love within them. And they show you love if you show them love.
Yes, they're examples and teach us that stillness respect. and yes, respect, especially cats. You got to respect them and earn their trust, or you get clawed and bit. They don't give a shit.
They want you to spend time with them. They're going to piss all over your furniture if you're gone every day, you guys. This is really important. If you have an animal, really be there for them, because most problems at home with the pet is because the people aren't there with them. We're with our animals almost 24 hours a day. Someone is here, and our animals are loved, cared for, and you can tell. They show, they just love being with us, and we love being with them.
Yeah, if your dog always is running away, it's because it doesn't like living with you, because you're never home, probably, because you're always working, all right? Or your cat or whatever is shitting on your bed. It's pissed off at you because you don't spend any time with it, or pissing on your bed. Cats, they'll tell you.
Yeah, they need attention.
They need
Animals need attention.
That care, and like a garden, you got to put the time into your garden in order to have a relationship with your animal. You got to put the time in with it.
It's just as good as a human being. We've learned that having a relationship with an animal does do that for the human being, the love that they need. That's what I'm saying. They're just like us, but they have a different form and a different brain, but they are individuals. They are beings.
Yeah, they're spirit guides in those animals. Cats too are very spiritual animals.
Oh yeah.
And
they're here to heal us, help us, heal us.
Yeah, cats are anarchists. Dogs are more order following. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic.
And if you have a dog, they'll be your best friend.
Oh yeah.
If you love them.
Yeah. So I was in a real deep depression, where I wanted to mention, in San Francisco. I was living at the time on my brother's couch, and in the city it was terrible. But anyway, I was depressed, and this cat showed up in the backyard and just changed my whole attitude one day, and I just started hanging with it, petting it,
so cute.
And
Aww.
just got closer and closer, and it trusted me more and more, and I could pet it, pick it up, put it down. Then I started bringing it in the apartment. My brother said, "Don't bring it in, it's got fleas." Well, now he adopted the cat, and he's still got it to this day. And it changed my whole outlook, and I just started really appreciating just the company and caring for something. It teaches you a lot about yourself. And
yeah, animals, they're great. We shouldn't be eating them all day.
No, they don't want to be eaten all day at all, right? We kill 260 million in the U.S. a day. So that's a horrific number. Animals, they're amazing. They don't want to die just like you. They don't want to feel pain just like you. Let's have compassion. Human means to be humane, means to have compassion. We've lost that part of ourselves.
We're into war when we don't want war happening to us.
Yeah.
So why are we all into it when it happens to somebody else? I mean, that's not really thinking properly.
Yeah, war ain't good at all, ever. And when it comes to this country, then people will have a different mindset, because it hasn't been here in a long, long time.
We're all for it, and then it comes here, we're not for it anymore.
No. So anyway, we're part of the people's militia. We know guns are good. It's bad people that have guns that aren't good, okay? Cars kill more people than guns, but you can't ban cars, okay? So exercise that Second Amendment right, get your guns, folks, all right? Protect yourself, because the cops ain't going to protect you. They never have, never will, never going to. They come after the fact, all right? Let's be honest. And they just basically enforce the ruling elite's decrees. All right, so we don't abide by. We don't call the police. We don't really. There's not many where we live. There's like a sheriff maybe for this. It's a few sheriffs in this county. I don't even know, but we don't see them much. But anyway,
we're like rabid dogs, you know?
Yeah.
Stay away from them.
Yeah. So we got to get those people in those jobs to walk away and say no more. And all the government jobs, too. All the immoral government jobs that people do on the daily, taking our rights away, coercing us, putting us under duress and violence, right? It's all government, slavery, right? Genocide, indoctrination, always has been, always will be.
Yeah, very well said.
That's part of loving yourself too, and is knowing the chaos that you're in, and
and being brave enough to express it, right? Not being an order follower, friggin' obeying all this shit because you've been told to. No, it's taking the mask, taking that happy mask off and saying this place is a mess, right? We're told, oh, just be happy. Oh, it's so joyful. Oh, it's so great here.
Yeah.
No, it's not great. Most people want to kill themselves. It's a hellhole. Let's be honest, you guys. Let's be freaking honest.
Yeah.
And that's why we're pissed off. Because people are ignorant to this stuff. They don't want to know. Well, that's not going to help anybody. No one. So get your head out of your rear and please and thank you.
Yes, only you can do that. And that's the inner work, going within, pulling thy head out of thy ass, and start being honest with yourself. That's where it starts. Right, number 16. Let's get honest with ourselves.
Wow.
These aren't in any order, like one more than the other. Anyway, just how we numbered them. Just for your information.
Honest with yourself, dude. That's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
Because people want to deny it. I'm not like that. I point my finger at other people. That's not me, right? We love honesty until we have to look at something in our own lives. But it's really important. Be honest with yourself, you guys, where you're at, be honest. And then you can move forward. But without being honest, you aren't going to do nothing for yourself.
No, if you're lying to yourself, you lie to others, no problem, all day, every day. And I was in that place, and I didn't know.
Oh, we all were. I mean, we've all said some lies.
Yeah.
You know, just said what people wanted to hear. No.
But living a lie, thinking I was my ego self. And I had to learn a book I read, Stillness Speaks. Eckhart Tolle talked a lot about the ego, quieting it, and how it's just me and my story.
And he taught us about the ego too.
Yeah.
Egoist, she calls it.
Yes.
Egoist. And he just wants to fight, right? Wants to compare, be better than everybody.
Yeah.
No. The soul doesn't want to fight. It wants to unite and cooperate. Doesn't want to compete. So we need to put priority towards that soul. Live in your heart.
Yeah.
So awesome stuff. Awesome.
Number 17, be in nature. Okay, that's getting to that stillness, right? Enjoying the birds, the wind, the rain, whatever conditions you're in nature. It's always beautiful.
We've been domesticated, right?
Yeah, we often judge. Yeah, we were too domesticated. We judge the weather. Oh, it's nasty out. Oh, it's so nasty.
I don't go walking. I don't do anything but sit on my couch because it's so nasty out there.
Unless it's above 60. Yeah. No. Okay. It was like 2 degrees the other day, or maybe -2. And I like to feel every temperature, whether it's extreme cold, hot, whatever, just to really, it kind of, it humbles you, and it's an experience. It'll pass, and you bundle up or you cool off, whatever. Yeah.
And it makes you tougher too. The more like extreme weather you experience, makes your immune system stronger. It makes you tougher. It's good for the body.
Yeah, being in warm weather makes you soft like a beach ball, dude, I think. You can't really adapt.
60 is freaking freezing to someone who's used to 95, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I used to live in California, and they'd whine when it was 50 out. And it's freezing. And I'm like, this isn't cold. This is crazy. But you feel that moist, the temperature when it's moist air, it feels colder than dry air, just so you know. When you're up high in the mountains, it's drier. And then I go down to get the water at the spring. It's much colder down there, almost like 10-degree difference. Yeah. So that moisture is the difference. Anyway, that's our meteorology report for tonight. But anyway, number 18, play music or listen to music or sing and dance. But whatever you do, music, whatever you like to do, we enjoy music. We love hearing it. We love playing it.
We like talking and singing too, like a musical here, and we'll start dancing, man, at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we'll start dancing. We just love dancing and feeling high vibration. And it's when you dance, you just feel like everything is, good. Just it's an amazing feeling to dance.
Yeah, it is it's exercise for the body, mind, soul, spirit, everything. Like dancing, yeah. The natives used to sing and dance all night. And then when the settlers came, they outlawed the drum. They didn't like those crazies. They're out of control, right? We can't control them with our religion.
And they were healers, and they were lovers of nature, and they were balanced. Now we have singers on a stage, and people go, oh, I can't sing, I'll just go watch someone else. When the natives were all singing together, it was part of their lifestyle. The drum circle. Yeah. So it's really important that we don't just idolize musicians and say, oh, they're the only ones that can play music. No, we're all artists, we're all musicians, we're all athletes. It's whether or not we have to slave and pay the bills, you know. If we don't, then we can do these things. But we are all artists, musicians, athletes. We don't need to put others on pedestals.
No, well said, honey. Absolutely. All right, so we're on our list here. 20. We're on 20 now because we did 18, 19, 20 are all play music, listen to music, sing and dance. We love music. That's the song, right, of our souls. And embrace it. Dance whenever you can.
And dance like no one's watching, you guys.
Most people walking around are soul dead. If you ask them to express their soul, they would look at you like a deer in headlights. But that's dancing. You don't need to not even need music. You could and dance, right? It's that rhythm that's within you always.
Right. Children are more connected to their hearts and spirit too, I've noticed, because adults, as we age, most people clam up, they stop expressing themselves, they stop dancing, and we gotta get back to our inner child, you guys. Get dancing. Break out a dance move, you know. Look at your friend with a crazy face. Just have a little bit of fun. We're here to have some fun and loosen up and, you know, not make fun of each other, not judge each other, but loosen up and express some being, you know, free to be yourself.
Yes. And that goes with one of the ways to love yourself is playing, right? Whatever it is, play with your cat, your dog, play with your child, play whatever you like to do. Whether I like to jump in the oceans and surf the waves, or body surf, or walk in the woods. Personally, to get out and deal with things. Anyway, what else? But playing helps to raise your vibration is my point. Anyway. Number 25, Ron, embrace change. Okay, don't fear the unknown, embrace it. That's one of our biggest fears is the unknown, what we're not comfortable with, we're not familiar with. All right, something new. All right, it's okay. You might suck at it at first, or not.
Probably will suck at it.
Not know a lot about it, but you can gain knowledge. Right, you can always learn. Right, we're always learning here at the Luv-A-Lution. We love learning. We wake up, we're hungry to learn more about our reality, ourselves, and yeah.
And know that change is love, you guys. When we embrace change, we love ourselves, because we're going to keep going further and further towards our evolution of bettering ourselves through change, right? The best is yet to come, my friends. The best is yet to come. The universe is going to be basically pushing us towards this beautiful change of world and coming together. And so the best is yet to come. It's not all dark and gloom and terrible and keeping us in fear, right? We have to embrace change, keep moving forward, and keep challenging ourselves.
Yes. Let love guide you, not the fear that's everywhere. Let the love within. We are love, right? You are love. I am. All right. I can say that I love you because I love myself. So I'm projecting that outward to all of you beautiful beings listening.
Yeah, we love you all.
Intergalactic, planet-wide, wherever the heck you are, this transmission to whoever.
Yeah, we come in peace.
Yes, and Luv-A-Lution is the solution for us to get out of this chaos we're living in, right, through government and acquiescing with our own enslavement. All right, so we're on
26?
Yes. Dissolving ego attachments, right? That keeps us separate from others. When we dissolve our ego attachments, I am this, that, whatever we say after that, identifying with our job, our income, our race, our car, our house, or whatever.
Political party.
The political party, the state.
Color of my skin.
Yeah, the place where we live, the city, the country, whatever.
Our sex.
Yes. Yeah, we want to dissolve that ego. That'll keep you so separate from knowing thyself and loving thyself. That's a huge barrier. Okay. Number 27, be impeccable with your word and others, right? And yourself, obviously. Be kind with the words you tell yourself. But that's a great book, The 4 Agreements, by the way. Be impeccable with your word is one of the 4 agreements. Check out that book by Don Miguel Ruiz. And amazing book, The 4 Agreements. Be impeccable with your word, meaning don't talk shit about others because you make yourself look like an ass when you do.
And you bring your vibration down.
And yeah, you make yourself look bad, bringing your vibration down, and when
we're on social media, some people will just bitch about other people to us, and it's like you're bringing yourself down doing that.
Yeah, dark magic and dark spells we're trying to cast on each other with talking shit about somebody. Okay, it's gossip and it's garbage. All right. It's for little freaking babies, kids in elementary school, all right? You got to grow up a little bit. Be impeccable with your word. Do what you say and say as you do. All right? All we got is our word and our work ethic here in this physical reality, and most people's are shit, both of them. So we got to try to be the best we can. And anyway, number 28.
29.
So 28. Tell yourself you're good enough whenever you get the chance. You're amazing. You're good enough. You're awesome. When you check yourself out in the mirror, or you see yourself in the rear view mirror driving, and give yourself a smile and a wink and say you are enough. You're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
instill those positive programs, right? If you tap your forehead too, you can instill those even better. We have energy lines, and basically you can tap in new programs. Check out Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, and EFT, it's called Energy Frequency Tap or something, and it's amazing. I did it a bunch in the car. I had to look at myself and say, you are so beautiful. I was going through some real crappy shit, then was being bullied, and it helped a lot. Gave me some confidence. So keep telling yourself you're beautiful, special, important. Be your best friend. Only you can do that.
Yes, absolutely. Knowing your true identity, that's your infinite awareness, having a human experience. We're infinite awareness in awareness of itself, which is an amazing thing. All right? You're a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. All right? So knowing that's pretty exciting, right? We're not our bodies. We're not any of this stuff in this matrix, this physical matrix that feels real, right?
But our body is a messenger, right? It's a wonderful tool. That's for
yes,
sure.
It's a messenger for change, and it'll teach you if we listen to it. All right. Now we're on number 30, 29. 30. Express your true identity. Express who it is that you are and your uniqueness and all that it is. No one is just like you. No one's had the exact same experiences as you've had. And that's an amazing thing. And we say everyone's story is interesting and different and unique.
And you are a divine spirit, so express that. Express who you are and bring that outward. That's us evolving into a new species too. Is 555, and we're staying alive. To all those that we haven't met yet, to all those that we have met, we're grateful for you all. Sending you love, truth, and freedom to all you beautiful spirits out there. We're so grateful that you've tuned in to the Luv-A-Lution show. We're your hosts, Amy and
John Paul. How you making out? So we got a couple more minutes. I was just gonna. We probably won't finish all of them. Right, expressing that true identity, educate morality. Right, teaching people natural laws, universal laws.
right action.
Right over wrong. What's a right? What's a wrong? Right. No one has any more rights than anyone else. Objective morality is knowing the difference between right and wrong behavior and choosing right behavior. All right, with your actions on a daily.
And we weren't taught this in school, you guys. This is occulted knowledge, meaning hidden, because this is a solution, my friends.
Yes, most people live in the moral relativism world, which says I can choose what's right and wrong as long as it's right and wrong for me and mine. That's all good. Screw everybody else. And that's why we're living in this mess. But that's a whole nother show, folks. Well, we had a blast talking to you guys on ways to love yourself. You have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Remember, only you can free your mind control. Be a Luv-A-Lutionary.
One Luv-A-Lution, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you for listening to Revolution Radio.